double check. Oh, that's no problem at all. It's not, I don't know, late hard to get. What? $3 that way, $3 that way.
It really helps with this,
Yeah, I took that way to the last one. And that guy makes a big difference.
Baseball.
Most of it's practice right now. Games won't start till later.
Right now, base nights. It's the same team. The whole that's the issue. Maybe what you know. That's the thing. And I haven't seen it for 2 years. He's never hit me before.
Really?
I'm using YouTube now. YouTube doesn't let you go straight to mobile, straight to broadcast from mobile unless you have 1,000 followers, which I don't. So you have to go through the computer, and then you can go YouTube live from here.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't know. They're just trying to prevent people streaming violence or something. It's like if you're a legit page and you have a bunch of followers, I guess you can do it. Weird. I don't know.
Interesting.
So I have a little program here that
Goes lightning to USB.
Yeah, I'm a PC, so I don't have
Okay.
Lightning, but this is an Android.
Oh, Android, okay.
And it's basically USB-C on both ends.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's a little program that turns your called Droid Cam OBS.
Okay.
This open broadcasting software is what I'm using.
Okay.
And it's just a free program.
It just
so-
pumps it right through.
Yeah, so I use this program here. You can just add things like I added the scoreboard, you add tags and stuff. So this is what's feeding over to YouTube. So in
I was
here-
so impressed when I first looked at it. It was awesome.
I kind of learned as we go. There's another hockey parent that taught me some of this stuff. So you just kind of load up your storyboard here. You stand in, I can grab what you want. So I've got the maps. Or I just have this little text file for the updates.
Yeah.
So as the game goes on, I just kind of change it.
Oh, it's freaking awesome. Just a notepad. I'd be thinking,
Yeah, I just change it in here. So it feeds right to this thing. And this is an overlay, basically. These are just text characters that lay on top of that graphic I've got.
Yeah.
In the scoreboard. So, and the graphic is one of the scoreboards. And I put a scoreboard in there. Okay? Just a file.
yeah.
And I made all these. These are like homemade things. It's,
What software are you using there?
I just did like a bunch of screenshots early on.
Okay.
And then before every game, I go into an Excel file. And I just switch out the logos of whoever we're playing.
Okay.
Like the scoreboard I use. So we're playing someone different. I just switch it out and I screen grab that. And then I have another one for I set it up to YouTube. Switch that out and I screen grab that. That's when I make my. That's kind of like now when I run a live. When I schedule my events, so you just will find out who to play. Schedule it for whatever.
Awesome.
But I didn't know I had any pieces. I'm kind of learning as I go here.
It's freaking awesome. It's getting better all the time. Are you using a mic as well, or are you just talking into
So
it?
I'm just talking into this. I have some earbuds. I thought that might work, but for some reason this software didn't recognize my earbuds, so I'm just talking. But I think if I were to bring some regular like plug-in earbuds, that may work. I haven't tested that yet. I was hoping that the earbuds would work. So I can see if I can camera sure. Now I'm not it basically goes to the phone mic.
Okay.
That's how that these now on the camera. The guy that told me about this, he's doing the travel maps.
Okay.
Squirt travel maps. Tim Hopkins and Sons Chase Hopkins. He's all Apple, so he's got Apple phone and Mac. So his
Earbuds work?
Earbuds work. So that's why he's really fast. His earbuds. So.
I'll be darned.
I don't know if that doesn't pick up. It's kind of neat to hear the rink noise too. I'm not sure if that kind of beats that or.
The earbuds? I guess it would. Yeah, it would.
So that's the only drawback, I guess. If I did that, it might go quieter for the action. This kind of picks up everything. So, really bad, I suppose.
There's a lot of people that are really thankful.
Oh, it's been fun. And it started out just for us doing it for my mother-in-law. She's in Nebraska. We sent her a Roku stick, got it all set up on her TV so she can just turn it on YouTube and
Yeah.
watch it like it's on a TV channel.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it started. She has Facebook, but she has to be, sitting in her office on the computer. Not as convenient. So
So the Rokus are awesome. I've got 2 Apple TVs for the main 2 thing in our house, and then for the downstairs basement and the upstairs, and then outside of that, I've got Rokus on individual TVs, and I have one that I carry with me on the road when I'm working at United, so that I can record Chief games, stuff like that, and then I can watch them if I say I'm in, I don't know, wherever, I'm in Europe someplace, and we're always on goofy time schedules, you know what I mean? So we'll come back to the hotel, and I'll be wide awake, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, because it's dates mid-afternoon over here, you know? Need something so I can slap that in there and catch up on which games I missed.
That works overseas somewhere.
Oh yeah, well, I got Wi-Fi.
I didn't know if they restricted based on out of the country.
Well, good point. So we do our TV through Fubo, and Fubo is just an app that's on Roku. So Fubo was the only service that there's 2 things my wife wanted: NHL Network and Hallmark Channel. It turns out those are on polar opposites of the TV spectrum. So that was the only service that had both doing the add-on. And I get all the local stuff as well, but I can record things, and it's on the DVR. The DVR's on the cloud. Yeah, so anywhere I can stuff that in an HDMI port, I get my DVR port.
We used to have a sling box years ago.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
My mom did too, yeah.
Changing channels at your house, you gotta be good in it on both ends.
That's
so
right.
It's like the next best thing now. It keeps evolving.
Yeah, it does.
No,
it's good.
So,
it's good, and we have the ability. So, I hate it for nothing else that I can't use Face ID. It drives me bonkers. It takes me, it seems like 2 tries every time I open my phone.
And the fingerprint, sometimes in the winter, my hands are so dry, I never recognize my finger either.
So they got different profiles for
sure.
whoever's got their favorite channels and stuff like that. Come on, and then it's got come up as the guy, and then it has normal TV stuff. And recordings will last for all the way. So you're using 29% right now. I got bad service right now. It'll buffer in there. It'll be full on HD.
Once it catches up. Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Like I said, we're inside here $2 right now. It's great. And especially for Wi-Fi, it's instantaneous. Or if I'm outside, it's beautiful.
That's good for clear.
I love it, man.
That is awesome.
No matter what I'm at, I can watch stuff. And then fast forward, whatever, but it's all just
Stuff is involved.
clearly not Super Bowl game.
Right.
Yeah, we would really, there's different British channels, and the guy makes it feel like
Yeah, it looks like a cable TV
TV, and then, we got our local channels and everything like that. We can shift over and say what,
That's pretty slick there. We would not like that. Look at the guy. That's gotta be good.
Plus, I looked at it. I was gonna have to add on. I was gonna have to add on NHL. So
Yeah, it's not in their app. We have to do. I didn't look actually. Is it in Hulu? We have the NHL separate. We say that NHL app.
it's an extra channel.
Is it available though?
Yeah.
Okay.
similar deal. I like how you can look for it and everything. It works really well for me, being all over the place all the time.
But football is very sports-based. There's tons of it. There's so much soccer. Like I could care less. There's more soccer than
Soccer's obviously the biggest one in the world.
Yeah, I know. 3 point over hardly all.
Oh my gosh, I go through these pages and pages of soccer.
My friends moved around here.
Huh, that's
Of course, kids like it because they have their own. He'll change it. He's got all his junior
profile.
stuff that he likes.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan, you're good.
OJ glove. It doesn't fit. That's where you are stuff now. It doesn't fit. Yeah, Cody's got the Disney Junior, Nick Junior. They have that Baker stuff. Animal Planet. He likes it. He'll sit there and do it on the Apple TV.
You know what? They're just about to start something, so I'll be there in 3 periods. You want to do that?
Who was one of them looked up? I'm sorry.
We built there.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Just let me know when you come over.
Let's go.
You've got your statistician over there?
Yeah, he's double duty today, so I think he's going to try to manage the so far.
He got fired.
I was Chad's statistician on the other side. I had to run down and get the assists.
Oh, yeah?
It's handy.
Made me feel important.
It was handy.
Maybe Chad needs some hires from him.
Yeah,
I know.
knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
Budget's a little lean right now. Not much revenue coming in.
It's like an unpaid intern.
Basically, an intern trying to hire an intern. For you.
So the one thing about it is the naked eye, you think it was
It's got me going live. Kind of see how many viewers get on here. We gotta do some of these sometimes. That is me, like 7. That's quite the most I've ever seen. Then after the fact, you get back watching. So I feel like 200 views from the episode. At one time, it had 27. It kind of kept the people hopping on the phone and stuff.
I looked at it this morning. I'll show you another.
They're all called something. You know, the only way I recognize is my mom.
Oh yeah.
Sarah said your daughter out on it. She's skating it.
She's not.
She's 5, right?
All right, we're here for the warm-up. 2.5 minutes remaining. Mavs have taken the ice in the white jerseys today. As you probably saw on the standings there's a couple-game lead for the Mavs with 3 games to go. Their magic number is 1. 1 win by the Junior Mavs or 1 loss by the Stars 1. And the Mavs will clinch the regular season division title. They happen to be playing Stars 1 today, so a victory here would wrap up the regular season standings. 12-0-1 for the Mavs with 3 games to go. Take a little time out here. Looks like there might be a little ice repair happening before the game.
Yeah, so I had a buddy.
Got the players all called back to their benches for the time being while they do a little repair.
What I care about is it not
Hey, I was like, I can't see anybody with all this stuff. It's terrible. I put a couple of they're like $5. Probably a handful of people out here that could assist with that. Everybody that's got our home rink set up right now, we might be able to give some tips on fixing that ice. Looks like they've got some water in there and a squeegee, filling a big bump or a crack that was in there.
Fridays and Saturday and 30. But actually, they
Must be, yeah.
must be 4 days.
All right, warm-up is underway. Ice is deemed safe. They'll restart the warm-up in another 3 minutes on the clock now, so 3 minutes until game time.
him with stability, and Brady took a shot and stuck his stick out, and hit him in the seam.
All right, looks like we'll have Brown, Barnes, and Busher on the opening line. Barnes on right wing, Busher on left. Brady will take the drop for the Mavs. Duffy and Myers on D. And Coop in the net. Five seconds remaining on the pregame clock. About ready to get started. Looking for a strong performance today from the Junior Mavs. Once again, a win today would clinch the regular season division title for the Mavs as they will head in to the postseason tourney with the #1 seed. The title, of course, is given out after the postseason tourney, so they don't officially win anything until they get to the tourney, but that would help their seedings and their standings as they determine their schedule for the final tourney on the weekend of the February 27-28. All right, we're underway. Face-off won by Brown. Sends it over the right side to Barnes. Barnes gets tangled up on the right side and loses the puck. Puck bounces into the Mavs zone. Brown will control. Back to Myers. Tries to send it up the board, set up a little breakout. Gets hung up on the boards, doesn't quite clear. Puck comes back to Myers. He'll cycle around behind the net. Puts the brakes on, shakes the defender. Sends it back up the boards to Barnes. Trying to chip it up and out, but Stars hold it in. Puck comes across the crease over to Duffy, and he'll cycle it up the boards looking for Busher. And he sends it over to Riley. Gets into the zone. Looking for a shot. Doesn't quite get there. Barnes picks up the loose puck. Bounces up and over. No goal. Loose puck corralled by Barnes. Trying to get a shot off. Loose puck over on the side. Barnes will send it back around the net looking for Brown. Brown engages the defender, but he skates around him as the Stars bring it up and out. Good back check there by Busher. He kept it in the zone momentarily, but it is eventually cleared. No icing. Play continues. Myers picks up the puck. Tries to evade one defender. Sends it across the crease, looking for Holland. Sneaks away from his stick there, but Holland regains control. He's coming up the right boards. Pass up for McLeod, looking for McLeod. Poked away over to Barnes. Barnes makes a move, dumps it in. He'll go back to the bench for a line change. Dungy on with McLeod. And Owings. Owings there just in time to try to pick up a pass. Kept in by Dungy. Dungy keeps it in, makes a good move. Shot on goal. Rebound. Comes out. McLeod looking for the loose puck. And covered. Good pressure there by the Mavs. Shot and a rebound. Shot right back by McLeod, but covered by the Stars goalie. 13-10 running clock in the first period. Still 0-0. Face off in the Stars zone. Face-off won by Dungy, back to Duffy. Duffy tries to make a move and get a shot off, but it's chipped away. He does a good job to keep it in. The Stars eventually pick up the puck, and they'll break out on the left side coming up the ice. Stars enter the zone, but play is broken up by McLeod right there. McLeod trying to come up the boards. Can't quite clear it out. Kind of a lazy shot there from the Stars, doesn't get through. Holland intercepts that and sends it up the sideboards. McLeod trying to get through some traffic. Puck's kind of hung up on his feet, but he does get through the neutral zone. Puck comes in and right back out of the Star zone. McLeod controls. Stars pick up the loose puck in the neutral zone, immediately break in. Shot from the side. Glove by Cooper. Great save by Coop. Shot to the right side. Cooper was all over it. 12:05 remaining. We'll face off just outside of Cooper. Face off one backwards by the Stars. Chipped over. Puck ends up with Jack Phillips. Phillips puts a move on. Chips it out of the zone. Into the neutral zone, but picked up by the Stars. Stars cycle around and send it all the way back down the ice, but it's tipped by Duffy on the way in, so no icing. Duffy will cycle back there, puts a move on one defender, on a one forward. shakes him up to a Fever on the wing. Fever gets tripped up. Puck comes over to the point. Shot by the Stars. Blocked by Hef. Looks like it might have caught him. He looks okay. He picked up his stick. Puck doesn't quite get out. Another shot through the crease. Intercepted by Duffy, who will send it up the zone. Into the neutral zone, and the Fever is looking to pick up a loose puck. Doesn't quite get it in time. He'll have to reset as the puck comes out of the zone. Myers over to Brown. Brown comes in the zone. Everybody's on sides. Brown makes a good move. He's great centering pass over to Lefevre just off his stick. Phillips picks it up, centers it back, looking for Brown or Lefevre. And the Stars control. Slid through the neutral zone, down to the far corner where Myers is there. He tries to chip it up the boards to Brown. Brown tries to get it out, but it's picked up by the Stars. A little poke check there by Phillips and then Myers. That play is disrupted. Puck comes up, shot right off of Phillips. Phillips comes up with the loose puck, looking to center it through the neutral zone. Can't quite get it through the traffic. Shot from the side. Never got there. Myers there to deflect it behind the net. He sends it up the boards. Hard pass to Phillips. Gets chipped away back to Myers. Myers is going to dump it over to the corner and just clear the zone. It does come out. Stars reset in the neutral zone. They chip it up and into the zone. Myers behind the net, looking for some openings. An outlet pass over to Barnes. Barnes trying to get around some traffic. Looking for Brown. And Brown just got tripped up at the last second. Had a shot at a breakaway there, just couldn't get it on his stick. Busher tries to keep it in, but Stars pick it up. They come flying down the side. Shot again from the side, wide right, behind the net. Busher there to try to corral that loose puck. Comes over to Duffy. Duffy circles around once and then again, trying to create some space. A lot of traffic there. Good job by Duffy to poke that up to Busher. Busher makes a good move in the neutral zone. Trying to get through some traffic there. He gets tied up. No shot. Brown picks up the loose puck, looking to center. It's broken up by the Stars before the centering pass ever happened. Mavs trying to keep it in, but the Stars control and come through the neutral zone. Poke check there by Busher. Does a good job to break that up. Brown's there in support. Barnes trying to get through some traffic. Doesn't quite get it. Still in the neutral zone. They'll dump it in and go for a line change. Fresh legs on here for the Mavs. Dungy on the ice. Stars try to clear, but it comes over to Myers. Looking for McLeod, but McLeod just got tripped up. But Dungy picks up the loose puck in the offensive zone. Trying to get some space over there. He's tied up on the boards a little bit with another Stars player. McLeod's going to go in there and look to bring it out. Dungy comes away with it. Centering pass. Doesn't quite get through. Stars trying to clear it all the way up to the point, but Myers is there. Stars end up with a loose puck, but a back check by Myers to poke that away. Nothing doing. Stars were offsides. Puck just barely came outside the blue line, and the Stars were still in the zone. 7:41 remaining in the first period, still 0-0. Loose puck after the face-off. No clear winner there, but it bounces back to Myers. He'll cycle around. Puck goes behind the net. Hef's going to pick up a loose puck. Falls off his stick. Duffy will control that. He tries to chip it up and over to the boards. Makes a great move. Micah gets around one defender, looking to get around a second. Loose puck just chips away. Good poke check by the Stars. Hef is there to try to keep it in. And the Stars poke it out. Coming the other direction, 2-on-1 for the moment, but good back check by a lot of the Mavs. Loose puck, dangerous, right in front of the net, but the Mavs come away with it. Lefevre picks up the loose puck. Pass back to Myers. Myers sends it up the boards, looking for Phillips. Sneaks through the neutral zone. Pass Phillips, and they'll do a line change. Lefevre looked to spin around the net and stuff one in the side there, but turned away by the Stars goalie. Myers on the point, puts a shot back around behind the net. Lefevre will chase that down on the left side. Puck comes back to Holland on the point. Holland sends it in. Just wide of the net. Doesn't quite reach the goal. Good forecheck there by Barnes to keep it in the zone. Stars there, and they end up clearing it out. Puck just dumped in the zone there as Barnes will chase after that. Barnes and Brown in deep in the O zone. Brown chases down the loose puck, looking for Busher. Busher puts a move on one defender, trying to get it over to Barnes, who's in the slot. Comes back, shot from the point by Holland. Brown controls the rebound, looking to center to Busher. Bouncing puck doesn't get through him. It's chipped up by the Stars there to break up that play. A lot of collisions right here, but the Stars come in with a loose puck. Try to enter the zone, and they're in on sides. Busher breaks that play up right away, though, and they clear the zone. Loose puck in front of the Mavs bench. Barnes trying to come away with it, get some clearance there. Just can't quite get through some of that traffic, but he comes away with it now. Puts a move on one defender. Shot doesn't get through. Eventually, actually did get through, and it was gloved by the Stars goalie. 5 minutes remaining in the first, still no score. Face off just outside the Stars goal. Dungy in at center. Owings on right, McLeod on left. Holland and Duffy on D. Face off won by the Stars. They send it back into the corner. They'll cycle it around. McLeod will be there to send that back in. Loose puck comes out and it's chipped back. Duffy tries to keep it in, but it came off the blue line by about an inch or two. Offsides, Junior Mavs. Face off just outside the blue line here with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first. Face off won by the Stars, but deep into their zone. They'll chase that down. Cycle behind the net, trying to set up the breakout. Dungy there to try to break up that pass attempt. Owings comes away with it. Trying to get a centering pass over here. Owings gets through some traffic, but it's eventually poked away by the Stars, and they'll come the other direction. Stars rushing through the neutral zone, but a good back check there by McLeod to come all the way down and force a lazy shot from the Stars behind the net. Duffy down there to break that up. McLeod on the wing, trying to poke that out and can't quite get that out of there. Mavs trying to clear that out before Stars get a shot off, and it does eventually come out of the zone and back to the neutral zone. Stars will cycle back and pick up the loose puck. Looking to set it up. Goes off the skate of the Stars player who didn't see it coming. Phillips is there with Lefevre. The puck comes back through the neutral zone all the way to Myers. Myers over to the side looking for Lefevre. Poke check there by the Stars. Puck doesn't get through. Duffy picks it up, sends it all the way over to Phillips. Phillips trying to get it in the zone over to Lefevre, broken up by the Stars. Puck slid back all the way through to Parker. He'll run that down and try to send it up the boards. Cross ice pass to Heff. Comes over to Phillips. Phillips coming through the neutral zone. Just off of his stick. Play broken up by the Stars. Heff sends it back in. A little back and forth right here as Jack will head to the bench. Myers picks up the loose puck behind Cooper. He'll cycle around. Good pass on the breakout up to Barnes. Barnes looking for Brown. Just out of his reach. Icing is waved off. Brown picks it up. Looking to cycle back around. Centering pass. Loose puck. Couldn't get a stick on it. The Stars pick it up and come the other direction. Myers tries to force him to the outside. Mavs do a good job to prevent a shot from happening there. Puck comes through a centering pass, but nobody there. They slide all the way out and clear the zone. Duffy's going to try to chase that down into the Stars zone. It's picked up and brought behind the net, sent up the boards. Brown's there to intercept that pass. Makes a good move. Another good move. Backhand attempt, and he scores! Great job. I believe that was Brown. That might have been tipped by Mason. Could have been Mason Barnes that tipped it in, but great offensive push into the zone. Good forecheck. We'll check the score on that in a second, but 1-0 Junior Mavs. Face off won by the Stars. They send it back to the neutral zone, intercepted by McLeod. McLeod loses the puck and comes up with the Stars as they enter the zone. Good poke check there by Holland. Prevented a shot. Puck comes back to the point. Stars D to D. Shot from the left point. Doesn't get through. And Cooper will cover that. 1:02 running clock remaining in the first period. Face-off one forward by Heff. Tries to run through and continue the pressure there, but it's chipped away by the Stars. Holland runs that down the corner. Cross-ice pass for Phillips on the far wing. Phillips tries to send it up to a streaking Heff, but it's broken up by the Stars. They come right back through looking for a shot. Poked away, though. The Fever back to Heff. Heff chips it away. Smart play to clear the zone. Shouldn't be an icing, though. Oh, it gets all the way to the end. It is an icing. Thought it might slow down and not make it, but it slid across the line. Icing's the call. 10 seconds remaining in the period. That should do it. Might get a quick drop and a shot, but nothing more than that. And that'll do it. Stars weren't set. They missed an opportunity there with 3 or 4 seconds. Could have got a quick shot off, but didn't have a center on the ice. We head into the second period. Mavs have a 1-0 lead. Mavs getting a little chalk talk over there. 15 seconds remaining in the intermission. And just got confirmation that goal was by Mason Barnes. It was on the couple great moves by Brady Brown. Shot that went over to the side post and rebound. Rebound was tucked in by Mason Barnes. So Barnes from Brown on the first goal of the game. We head into the second period with a 1-0 lead, Junior Mavs. We'll flip the ice. Coop will head back to the other net. And the Mavs will go with that line we were just talking about. Brown at center, Barnes and Busher on the wings. Holland and Myers on D. Brown wins the face-off over to Barnes. Barnes will chip it up off the boards. Comes back to the neutral zone. Holland trying to send it over to Busher, but intercepted by the Stars. Stars get a little pressure there and try to get a shot, but nothing doing. Doesn't get through the traffic. Busher looking for Barnes. Can't quite get it through the traffic there, but Mavs under the zone onside. Brown hits the brakes, tries to cycle around a backhand pass over to Barnes, but it's broken up by the Stars. Stars will clear that out of the zone. Chip pass over to the left side looking for the winger. Doesn't quite get through. Brown will pick up that loose puck. It's a good move on a defender. He comes up through the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass to Busher. Busher will reset. Chip pass back over to Brown. Brown will pick that up on the sideboards. Tries to send it up to Barnes. He gets it through. Barnes will have a shot if he can get around one defender. And it gets kind of broken up at the last second, but Brown picks up the loose puck, and then it's poked away eventually by the Stars. Loose puck comes back to Mason Holland, who sends it right back to Busher. Looking to get it through to Brown, but falls off of his stick. Comes over to the Stars. Stars reset, may enter the zone. 2-on-2 even strength rush, but broken up by the Mavs at the last second there. We're going to get a penalty here. It looks like there's a couple players down. Not sure. I had my eye off that side action there to see who got the tripping call, but looks like Brown is down as well as one of the Stars. Might be a penalty on the Stars potentially here. It looks like he's all right. He's holding his shoulder. Might have gone hard into the boards. He's able to skate off, but he's grabbing his arm like he might have impacted the boards on that. Penalty on the Stars will be a power play for the Junior Mavs for the next minute 30. 13:32 remaining in the second period. 5-on-3 hockey. Have to take the face-off with Lefevre and Phillips on the wings. Stars win the face-off. Trying to send it back in. A little battle right there on the boards. Hef tries to chip it up to Phillips. Stars pick up the loose puck and send it back in the zone. Duffy will chase that down behind the net. Looking to come up the boards for Lefevre. Too much traffic there. A little collision. Duffy ends up with the loose puck again. He'll chip it back to Holland. Holland trying to get around one defender. Comes over, loose puck. Hef picks it up. Hef brings it up the side to Phillips. Good chip passes. Phillips is looking for Lefevre. He eventually brings it up. Dumps it in the zone. He'll make a line change there. Lefevre off the ice after the dump and change there. Good smart play to buy some time so they could get fresh legs on the ice. Stars pick up the loose puck. Cross-ice pass. Just out of the reach of the Stars winger. It's chipped ahead where McLeod is in the corner. McLeod makes a good move. Evades one defender. Myers ends up with the puck. He's going to push it up. Myers comes to the neutral zone. Gets forced to the outside. Can't get quite a shot off there, but he'll reset back to the point. Hef trying to poke that away there, but the Stars end up with it. They're streaking up the right side. They enter the zone. Trying to get a shot. Good job to force them to the outside. Never reaches the crease. Hef comes up with a loose puck. Coming through the neutral zone. He's kind of tripped up there, and then he'll dump it in. Duffy off the ice. Holland comes on in relief. Stars pick up the loose puck through the neutral zone. Good back check there by Dungy. Break up that play. The loose puck bouncing around. Dungy, great job with his feet to kick it ahead. Mavs are onside. Owings and Dungy. Backhand shot by Dungy. Loose puck. Rebound by Owings, but covered by the Stars goalie. Great backhand shot by Carter there. Loose puck bounced out to Owings. Shot it right back, but covered by the goalie. Face off with 11:22 remaining in the second period. Still 1-0 Junior Mavs. Loose puck controlled by Hef. Tried to get his tape on it for a shot there. Couldn't quite get it. Loose puck comes over to Busher. Shot by Busher. Intercepted by the Stars, who sent it back up the neutral zone. Holland trying to clear it, fammed on it. Picked up by the Stars. They rushed in. It's going to roll all the way to the net, but Cooper's there to cover it. Face off in the Mavs zone. Just to Cooper's left. Mavs will do a line change here. Phillips and Lefevre back on the ice with Dungy at center. Duffy and Myers on D. Face-off controlled by Dungy. Sends it back to Duffy. Duffy cycles it up looking for Dungy right on his stick. Good pass. It's coming up the boards. He sends it up to Lefevre. Poked away by the Stars there. Broken up in the neutral zone. The Stars pick it up, head the other direction. Shot just left of the net. Doesn't quite get to Coop. Loose puck picked up by Dungy. He cycles around, puts a move on one defender, tries to get it up to Lefevre, but it's held in by the Stars on the point. Good poke check there by Lefevre as they tried to do a centering pass. He interrupted that pass, and it comes over to Phillips on the wing. Backhand chip pass, looking for Lefevre. It's a good backhand pass attempt there. Phillips picks up the puck. Backhand pass, sends it over to the net. It's turned away by the goalie. They send up the ice, trying to keep it in, but just out of the reach of Duffy as it'll come back all the way to the Mavs zone. Duffy runs that down. He's going to cycle around, put the brakes on, sends it back up the sideboards. And it comes out of the zone. Little backhand pass to the point. Missed the intended player, so the Stars had to reset. Dungey trying to play it up the boards there. Intercepted by the Stars. They send it in deep where Myers picks it up. Cross-ice pass to Duffy off his stick. McLeod's over there. A little tie-up. Wraparound attempt by the Stars. Doesn't quite get through. Good poke check there by Dungey to break that up. Dungey picks the puck up, tries to clear. Kept in again by the Stars. Centering pass. Broken up by Dungey. Or Owings, I should say. Owing picks up the loose puck. Cross-ice pass from McLeod. Mavs on a line change. Dungey stays on for a moment. Now Dungey will head off. Had a little rush there, so he stayed on the ice just for a few extra seconds, so that play was broken up. Loose puck picked up there. And Dungey's still on. Now we'll do a face-off. Or now we'll do a line chase, I should say. .805 running clock in the second period. Barnes and Busher on the wings. Face off one backwards by the Stars, but intercepted by the Mavs. They poke it right in the zone, and Busher picks up the puck. Centering pass looking for Brown over to Barnes. Tipped away just out of the reach. No shot. Barnes cycles around looking for a shot. But loose puck trickles off his stick, and the Stars end up with it. Brown in a little collision there on the side, trying to keep the play alive. Good forecheck. The Stars chip it away and comes back to Holland. Holland looking for Barnes, just out of his reach, but it does trickle into the zone a little bit past his stick. Stars end up with it. They'll cycle around. Good forecheck there by Busher. Barnes ends up with the puck, back over to Brown. Comes back to the point. Shot by Duffy, bouncing puck, doesn't quite get through. Ends up just left of the net. Busher will run that down. Looking to go back to the point for Holland, but a lot of traffic there as picks up the loose puck and the Stars send it down. Looks like we're going to get a penalty potentially on Holland, I believe. We'll see. So he came back to try to poke check that play and probably get a slashing call. Mavs will be shorthanded for a minute and a half. Face off in the Mavs zone, controlled by the Stars. Loose puck comes around. Myers has it behind the net. Puts the brakes on. Evades one defender. Looking for somebody there. He clears the zone. Trying not to ice it, but he does clear the zone. Makes the Stars reset. They pick it up in the neutral zone. Rushed right in. Shot from the side. Just wide. Hard shot from the right side there, but doesn't quite get through. Dungey tips it just out of the zone. Mavs do a good job to clear it. Stars will reset in the neutral zone and come right back in on a new rush. Couple good moves. They can't quite get the shot. And Dungey's there again. Good job by the Mavs to break up that play. Icing is the call, though. Even with the man in the penalty box, no icing is allowed. That puck just slides over the red line for the icing. It's actually not a bad play, though, because it's a running clock in the second period, so that does eat some time. We'll have a face-off down by Cooper, so other than that, it does burn some time, but 20 seconds remaining on the penalty. 5:30 remaining in the period. Mavs win the face-off over to Phillips. Phillips up to Duffy, and Duffy clears it. That one may make it down there as well for another icing call, but that should kill the penalty. So they'll be allowed to have Holland come back on the ice only after the play resumes. So even though the time has expired, he can't come on the ice until the play resumes once the puck is dropped. Mavs will be back at full strength. Stars win the face-off. Loose puck bouncing around. Backhand shot doesn't get through the traffic. Shot. Bouncing puck doesn't get through. McLeod sends it out. Right back up to the point. Shot by the Stars. Dangerous down there to the left side. Doesn't quite get in. Through the crease, I should say. Trickles over to the side where Duffy will pick that up. Duffy comes up the side. Streaking down. He's going to take it all himself. He's in the zone, but he'll retreat back to the point. Stars pick up the loose puck, trying to send it out. Comes up to Duffy. Shot from the point. Phillips off the ice in a line change. Stars trying to send it up the side. Kept in by Myers. Shot. Chipped off a stick and a skate over to the side. Barnes runs it down. Actually picked up by a Stars player, actually. And they'll send it through the neutral zone, back down towards the Mavs zone. Backhand pass attempted through the crease. Doesn't quite get through, and Brown will pick up that loose puck, and he'll reset. He comes up the sideboards looking for Barnes. Just out of the reach of Barnes. Icing is the call again. So 3 icings in the last few minutes. We'll do another face-off down by Coop. Phillips and the Fever in on the wings with Heff. Face off with one by the Mavs. Back over to the point. I should say the wing, where the Fever picks up the loose puck. Stars do a good back check. Pick up the puck and cycle behind the net. Goes off the skate of Phillips. He tries to keep it in, but it's chipped away by the Stars, and they'll come through the neutral zone the other direction. Cross ice pass. Just off sides as the Stars had a streaking winger, but he was just ahead of the play. Didn't quite look offsides actually, but they blow it dead. Face off won by the Mavs. Looking for Owings, but chips away from his stick back to Duffy. Duffy cycles it over for McLeod. McLeod makes a move, gets around one defender. McLeod and Dungy in 2-on-2 break. McLeod looking to get a shot from the wing, but it's broken up by the Stars. Stars chip it ahead, but Holland's there to send it over to the sideboards, looking for Owings. Owings trying to send it in deeper there, but it's tied up. Dungy picks up the loose puck. Good forecheck there by Dungy to keep it in. Good pursuit. He's going to come away with the loose puck. Shot from the point and gloved by the Stars goalie. Good hard shot there by Dungy, but glove saved by the Stars. 1:55 remaining in the second period. Face-off just to the left of the Stars goalie. Brown to take the face-off. He wins it over to Barnes. Can't quite get the shot. Stars end up with the puck. Good poke check there by Myers. Breaks up that play. Loose puck comes over to Brown. Brown's got an outlet pass there. Can't quite find the handle for the pass. Holland picks it up, and he does get it up to Busher. Good long pass by Holland there. Looking for Busher on the wing. Busher loses his stick. Cycles back, picks that up. Holland sends up the sideboards looking for Brown. Chip pass up looking for Busher, but intercepted at the point there. Stars try to send it back in from the point on the shot. Holland sends it right back up. Brown backhand pass. A couple wingers outside the blue line there. Couldn't quite get to him though. Cross ice pass comes up to Barnes, and Barnes had a little space there, but broken up by the Stars. Poke check there. Loose puck. Comes back to Brown. Brown tries to get it ahead to Barnes. And it's poked away by the Stars and sent back in the Mavs zone. Myers cross ice pass for Busher. Busher's got a little space here. He dumps it in. Line change Mavs. Dump and change. Fresh legs on. Lefevre, Heff, and Phillips on. Broken up there by Lefevre. Lefevre's going to take a shot. Loose puck. Rebound covered by the Stars goalie. Last attempt there in this period. Good forecheck there by the Mavs. Shot by the Fever, but rebound was covered, and that'll do it for the second period. We'll head into the third period with a 1-0 lead. Close game. 1 period to go. Goal from Barnes, the only action so far on the scoreboard. Right into the third period, 1-0 Mavs. Dungy wins the face-off, over to Owings. Owings on the wing, trying to get it back to Dungy, intercepted by the Stars. Shot all the way through the crease, sent back into the corner. Duffy will run that down, tries to send it up the boards, looking for Dungy. It's intercepted by the Stars. They get a shot. Lazy puck just in front, covered by Cooper. Dangerous bouncing puck there. Went through some traffic, but Cooper had his eyes on it. He covered it up. We'll face it off just outside. Close game. Running clock stops in the third period now. It's a shorter period, only a 12-minute clock, but it's a stop clock in the third period because of the close game. Anything less than a 5-goal spread will stop the action on the clock, or will stop the clock every time there's a stop in the action. Stars pick up the loose puck, keep it in the zone, comes back to the point, shot, trickles all the way through just by Dungy. Cooper had his eyes on it though, and he covered it up. Line change Mavs, halfback in at center. The Fever and Phillips on the wings. Myers and Duffy on D. Face off won by Heff. Back over to the Fever. Backhand pass back to Heff. Duffy chips it up, back into the neutral zone. Nobody there. Stars will run that down. Cross ice pass, looking for a defender. F rushes in the zone, trying to break that up. Stars get it cleared. Back check there, good back check by the Fever. Does a good job to break up that play. Puck comes over in the neutral zone to Phillips. Phillips backhands it into the zone to keep the play on sides. Stars try to clear, they'll have to reset as it comes back to Phillips. Phillips back to Myers, sends it right back up to Phillips. Phillips backhands it into the zone for an opportunity for a line change. The Fever back in the corner there does a good job to break that play up, but it ends up back with the Stars. Line change on, Browns and Barnes in. They back into the zone, Brown has it. Looking for a backhand pass over to Barnes. Shot, and he scores! Great pass by Brady Brown over to Mason, and Mason shot it over the goalie's shoulder. 2-0. That was a great teamwork right there. That was a great pass from Brown to Barnes. 2-0. A little breathing room for the junior Mavs. Face-off controlled by the Mavs. Barnes comes away with it. They're onside. Forced out to the wing, looking for a shot. Sends it over, and he scores again. Barnes gets through the traffic. Gets a shot from the right side of the goal all the way across to the left post and sneaks it in. 3-0 junior Mavs. After a tight game for most of the three periods here, Barnes ends up with a hat trick, and it's 3-0 Junior Mavs. Shot by the Stars, quick shot if they enter the zone. Right into the belly of Cooper, and he covers it up, no rebound. I think we had Barnes from Brown, and Barnes unassisted, so it's a good day at the office here for Mason Barnes. Face-off controlled by the Mavs. Dungy back to McLeod. McLeod makes a move on a defender, sends it up, looking for Owings on the far wing. Owings chips it in, keeps the play onside. Stars control that. They chip it up the boards on the breakout. Comes up through the neutral zone. Duffy tries to break that up. The Stars end up with a loose puck. A couple good moves. Backhand slowly trickles across the crease. Loose puck picked up by Dungy. Dungy will skate around one winger. Backhand pass across ice, looking to get it all the way over to Owings. He does. Almost broken up by the Stars. He'll dump it in and head back to the bench for a line change for Owings. Dungy in deep. Tries to cycle around the net there. Great job by Heff to come screaming off the bench and keep that play in the zone. Puck comes over to Carter. He does a good job to kick it to himself. Loose puck comes over to Heff. Poked away at the last second. Couldn't quite get a shot up there. Puck bounces around in a few different places, and the Stars end up with it. Good pressure there by Heff to keep this play alive. Doing a great job tying up a few kids that have 4, 5, or 6 inches on Heff, but he's holding his own over there on the boards. And there's Heff on the far wing now. Great shift by Heff. He's got all kinds of energy on this one. He's all over the ice. Stars enter the zone, being forced to the outside by Holland. Coming through the crease, can't quite get the shot. Loose puck comes on their stick, shot and scores. Loose puck, 10 feet out of the crease. Loose puck picked up by the Stars. Shot it right over Cooper's shoulder for the goal. Three to 1. Stars control and dump it in the zone. Comes over to Myers. Myers sends it up the boards. No icing. Plenty of players around to run that one down. No icing is the call. The Fever is going to pursue on the left side. Gets chipped up and out of the zone. All the way back where Duffy will run that down. A little pressure from the Stars coming. Duffy hits the brakes. Tries to send it up the boards to Heff. Intercepted by the Stars. Loose puck comes through. Heff ends up. Oh, great job. Evans trying to get it through. Heff made an attempt to get a backhand pass up there, but broken up by the Stars. Stars will run that down behind their own net. Looking to cycle around. Phillips and the Fever in there to try to break it up. Mavs keep it in the zone. Comes up to the point where they send it back to the left corner. Brown will run that down. Stars trying to clear it up to Duffy. Duffy keeps it in back to Brown. Loose puck picked up by the Stars, though. And they'll come the other direction. Stars come to the neutral zone with a 3-on-2 break. Trying to get a shot broken up. Loose puck trickles by Coop. Couldn't get it covered, but it comes up the side. Phillips, good chip pass. Over to Barnes, just behind him, I should say. Good opportunity, good pass attempt by Phillips all the way across the ice, but just barely behind Barnes. Good job by Riley with a little backhand there to keep the play alive. Brady picks up the loose puck. Brown makes a move, looking for a shot. Doesn't get through the traffic, hits a defender. Good poke check there by Busher to keep the play alive. Let the Stars end up with the puck. Streaking down the right side. Looking for a shot, forced to the outside by Myers. Great defensive effort by Dash there to keep that play forced to the corner. No good shot. Dash in a battle there in the corner. Stars end up with a loose puck. Bouncing shot through the crease, a little dangerous, but turned away by Coop. Puck comes over to Barnes. Barnes looking for Busher. Broken up at the last second by the Stars. Busher will chip that into the zone. Dump and change for the Mavs. Get some fresh legs on the ice. Dungy, McLeod, and Owings on the ice. Loose puck comes back to Myers. He cycles it over to D to Holland. Holland sends it up, looking for McLeod. Just out of his reach. It'll trickle down all the way to the corner. Mavs keep it in. Back to Holland. Holland trying to get a shot from the point, but it's poked away by the Stars. Stars end up with the puck, and they chip it in the neutral zone. Dungy trying to get it ahead there. Loose puck picked up by the Stars. They'll enter the zone on the right side. Good back check there by Dungy. 5:15 remaining in the third period. Loose puck comes over to Owings. Owings looking for McLeod. That was a great outlet pass attempt there. Doesn't get through. Shot chips up high and over the goal into the corner. Picked up by McLeod. He was trying to get around a defender. Good poke check by the Stars to break up that play. Loose puck picked up by Owings. Owings trying to get some space there, but the Stars do a good job back checking and break up the play. They'll send it back in deep, but Myers is right there. He cycles it over to Holland. Holland up to McLeod. Good pass to McLeod. McLeod's got Owings on the corner, tries to get around one defender, but puck trickles behind the net before he has a chance to get a shot off. Comes all the way through. Heff comes off the bench, streaking in there looking for the rebound. Doesn't quite get a good stick on it there, but he sent it back towards the goal to keep the play alive. Puck trickles out of the zone. The Stars end up with it. Phillips back checking. Shot. Cooper covers it. No rebound. 4:13 remaining in the third. 3-1 Mavs. 4 minutes to go. Face-off won by the Stars. Back to the point. Shot doesn't get through the traffic. Another shot bangs off a defender. Heff comes up with a loose puck, trying to cycle up the side there, but he's tripped up. Duffy will pick that up. Trying to send it up the boards, looking for the Fever. It's intercepted by the Stars and immediately centered. Great centering pass, but Heff is there to break that up. The Fever picks up the loose puck. He comes to the neutral zone. Forced to the outside. Looking for a shot from the corner. Shot turned away by the goalie. Comes into the corner where Phillips is there. Phillips backhands it back deep into the corner. Heff is right there to jam that up on the boards and keep the play alive. Phillips there, a little tie up. Trying to keep the play in the zone. They chip it up to Heff. Heff is right there. Trying to send it in. And it's still on the blue line, still on sides. Good job by Heff to keep it in. Puck almost came out, but they kept it in. The Fever will chase that down to Stars winger who picks it up, but he brings it up, streaking down the right side. Great poke check there by Holland to turn that away. Shot attempted, but picked up by Brown, who's going to send it back up the wing. Brown streaking up. He makes a good move to evade a defender. He comes in the zone. He's got Barnes again. Looking for a cross-ice pass to Barnes. Shot. Oh, through the crease. And Barnes was forced to the outside far enough he had no angle. So he shot it back through the crease, but nobody there. Shot back from Busher. Turned away. Rebound cleared by the Mavs. Myers runs that down, puts the brakes on, evades one defender, chips it back up to Barnes. Barnes sends it in. Just out of the reach of Brown, though, and the Stars pick it up and rush the other direction. Mavs do a good job to back check. Shot goes off the post, trickles into the corner. Myers tries to send it up the boards, intercepted, though. Centering pass goes all the way through the crease. Never finds the Stars player. They chip it back in the zone. Brown is there in a little battle. He's going to reset and go behind the net. Sends it up the boards looking for Barnes. Just out of his reach. Barnes going to try to poke it past the blue line there. Can't quite clear it out. Stars send it back in. 1:55 remaining in the game. Myers cycles around looking for Barnes. Just past Barnes, but also just past the Stars defender. And it clears all the way into the Stars zone. They'll chip it up to the neutral zone, where Duffy is there to send it right back. A little back and forth action. Loose puck picked up by Dungy, but intercepted quickly by the Stars. Dungy does a great job to keep it in, though, and McLeod will chase down the loose puck on the far side. McLeod looking for an opening here. Owings comes off the bench, picks it up just on the right side. The Stars player's down, and we'll stop the action here with 1:16 remaining. The Stars player goes down. Appears to be holding his arm. Good to see him skate off. Resume the action with a face-off just outside the Stars goalie. 1:16 remaining in the game. Lefevre and Phillips on the wings. Have to take the face-off. One by the Stars, tried to clear, but it comes back to the point. Shot from Myers back to the point, doesn't get through the traffic. Stars pick up the loose puck, trying to come to the outside. Phillips there trying to disrupt that. Phillips and Heff. Loose puck picked up by the Stars. They're streaking down the right side, trying to get through traffic. Poke check there by Myers, sends it over to the corner. Duffy trying to get it up to Heff or Lefevre. Broken up there in the corner, though, by the Stars. 45 seconds remaining. Loose puck picked up by Lefevre. Looking to get down the left side, does get out of the zone. Heff picks up the loose puck, but it's chipped away just after he regained control in the neutral zone. It was poked away again. Duffy will run that down. Puts the brakes on behind Cooper, resets, sends it up the wing to Lefevre. Lefevre chips it up, tries to use the boards to clear the zone. Doesn't quite get it out. Comes back to Duffy. Duffy sends a cross-ice pass looking for Phillips. Phillips trying to poke it ahead there. Stick is held up there, just pulled out of his hands by a Stars player. He was trying to kick it up to himself. Couldn't quite get through. Good backhand chip by Myers. Trying to get it over to Lefevre, but the clock expires. And that'll do it. Mavs with a 3-1 win on the hat trick by Mason Barnes. And that's enough now to secure number 1 seed as they head into the postseason tournament, which will be the last weekend of February. Still 2 regular season games remaining. 4:30 Central Time here tomorrow. Another home game for the Mavs. And then one more next weekend, the finale at the Saints. That is enough to secure the number 1 seed for the playoffs. Great job by the Mavs as they're now 13-0-1 on the season.